Again, outside, we've done this rocket ship thing. That was the Selenitic Age. We've done this ship thing. That was the stone ship age. We've done this thing with the big tree over here. That was the Channelwood Age. But there's one more place that just seems a little bit interesting, and that's this big place with the sprocket over here. I'm going to go up there and make sure that the switch is on. It is not. So I'm going to turn it on. And you walk around it, you can see that there's nothing you can do. It's just a bunch of sprockets, also known as cogs. It's basically sprockets and cogs, well, cogs. All right, so you notice you have the Channelwood Age book here, Stone Ship Age book there, Selenitic Age there, and right here, if you look at the binder, mechanical, and then you can't really see because it's kind of old and cruddy. Let's go looking through a little bit. We need some stairs to go down. That could be important, right? Who knows? What do we do first? As always, we take this with our switch turned on, which I turned it on. You find where it goes red, and we have to go up this passage. That's the hidden passage that's behind this. You can see the doorway here on that painting, so you pull the painting, and you get your pituitary into the elevator. The elevator, go up. And then, just for completion, not important to do this. I mean, it might help you figure it out, gives you clues. You know, it tells you it's pointed at the, at least the window is pointed at the sprockets. And we see a key. So this key has something to do with the sprockets, as we'd hoped. 240 and 221. What on earth? That's a time and 3 numbers, sort of like a lock. Time. What on earth does time have to do with anything? We need to be able to get back out again. It's blocked off, but we can see in our painting. But this is the way to get out. Time. Well, what do you know? There's a clock right there. Let's head over to the clock. And it said 240, so we'll set it for 240. Come on, move. All right, and 2. Hit the button, and look at that. Handy dandy pathway just comes bubbling up out of the water. Made of cogs. So now we can finally turn this on. We haven't done that yet. 221, huh? Well, let's just take a wild guess that it starts at the top, 221. And you notice if you pull on this, it moves the bottom 2 over to the left. If you pull on that, it moves the top 2 over to the left. And if you pull on this one, it resets it back to the way it was. Now, when I originally, 2 years ago, figured this out, I figured out how many turns you needed, like do a certain particular number of turns this way, and then a particular number this way. And I got it lined up. But my friend Juan figured out a better way, which is, let's see. See this? If you just keep holding that one, let's see what happens on this one. Same thing, right? All you do is just, if you pull it once, it'll only turn whichever bottom or top you're working on. It'll only turn it once. And on the top, but if you keep holding it, then it'll keep turning the one in the middle. So I'm just going to line up the 2 on the bottom. Then I'm going to line up the 1 on the top. That's because 2 is going to be next. And I'm going to pull it and hold it. 2. Oh, wait a minute. That was dumb. I don't know why I wanted the 2 on the bottom. I want the 1 on the bottom. Then I'm going to line up the 2 on the top. That was dumb again. All right. 2, 2, 1. Now you hear some stuff going on. Like, what on earth just happened? And the door is open. Maybe I just left it open. We don't know what it was. But something happened. It was very loud. Our only clue is that when we went up in the clock tower, we looked out, saw that it was looking at the sprocket, and gee, it sure looks different now, doesn't it? It rotated and exposed something inside. What did it expose? Our book. Let's take a look at this before we go forward. It's kind of an island somewhere. Sort of got a thing in the middle that rotates around so that different places can be accessed, I think, because there was a bridge sticking off, right? Let's see if we can see a bridge sticking off of it. Yeah, see the bridge? It's going to one of the places. All right, so that's kind of a clue as to what's going on. Where's my book turning? There it is. All right, so here we are. Currently standing on the same sprocket, but remember it's different ages, so it's like a time machine. Somehow it gets the space right. And this, look at this. It's kind of like, looks like another combination thing, right? Gonna have to figure out what the combination is. Over here is a path. Go in here. I'm gonna go to the right. And what do I find? This creepy place. What the world? There's some, like a monkey's head or something, chimpanzee head on the wall. A giant dragonfly with a couple swords through it, maces, crossbow, sword, whatever. Rotation simulator. Wow, this sounds important, right? We saw that we're in this big building with a bridge on it. Say we push that forward, and then we push this. Look at that, it'll just kind of go. And then you pull back, and it locks in on one. That's interesting. Let's try that again. Rotate it around to wherever we want it to be. Let's say we stop there. Look, it just kind of hones in on one of the little red triangles. Put this back, and it just locks in. So we know how to rotate the building. That's not good. Oh, look, a red button or a blue button opens a chamber. Kind of gross. Oh, look, a blue page. That's helpful. This is interesting. All right, so the guy whose room this is, he's pretty weird. That much we know for sure. Guy had some serious issues. Well, that's interesting. You go in here, run around, nothing to do, press a button, nothing happens. But there's a button here. Oh, you might remember inside the book there were stairs, I think. Right? Now that's interesting. If you spin the middle one, the one in the center, you can line up those passages, right? It's sort of a unique place on the spinny thing. And look, it opened that door. Put the platform back up, get in. It's a handy-dandy little elevator. You get up here, it opens. You go out, you press the button, nothing happens. Gee, I wonder why. Well, there's 3 buttons here. 2 of them are lighted. 1 you can go down. 2 of them are lighted. I'm not sure. Probably lit in this case. But this one, spacebar. Uh-oh. Better get out of there. Warning sound. What's going to happen? And it falls down. Well, my goodness. This looks just like the rotation simulator. Let's push it forward, like we did in the rotation simulator. Go a quarter of a turn. Let go. Pull it back. It locks in. Listen to that sound. Did you hear that? It's like pressure release. It's like telling me a direction. If we were down in the train things from the previous age, not train things, in that underground mining ship, whatever it was. Now we'll go down, and we'll see what's different. Lets us out. Get to getting. This is the direction we had been going. Oh, look, another room. Got this thing looking out. Just had to suppress a sneeze. Got the ship. This is a much nicer looking place, isn't it? Got a little chessboard. Usually there's chess pieces in a chess. Oh, look at that, a button. Secret room. Gee, just kind of like the other guy's room. Try that again. On a timer, what's going on? There's a note. Sirius, your greed sickens me. Your desire for wealth and plunder is never satisfied. I will instruct my subjects not to pay your new tax, and you know they'll listen to me. Regards, Akanar. So the brothers, they don't much like each other. Got some gold. Oh, look, a red page. Just what we need. All right, got our red page and our blue page. So it's like our task is rapidly being completed. What is this? That's where we were over there, and this bridge was over there, and now it's over here. Something interesting must be over here. What do we do? Are they buttons? They aren't buttons. But they look like part of the combination. So let's hit our B button, snap a quick picture, unless you just want to remember them, because it's not too tough. There's only 4 of them. And look, another quarter turn will be on another thing over there. So let's go do that. Through this place. And here it is. Go up. Hit our little space bar. Leave. Wait for it to come down. And we need to rotate another quarter turn. So that gets it going. I like to think that's about a quarter turn. And it made a ding noise. So the last one was pressure release, if I remember right. This one's a ding. Get back in. Go down. Hopefully the change will be what we expected. We've already got our red and blue pages. There's not much to look at anymore, and it was. That's where we were before. Across this bridge over to this thing. Let's see how far we can see. We can't see. And look, there's nothing on the next one. And here's more combinations. So we're going to use our B button, take a picture, and get back over here. hit our space bar. So now we could do, let's see if this pulls back. It doesn't pull back, so we need to go, instead of a quarter turn, we need to go a half turn. I'm going to tell myself that's about a quarter turn, and that's about a half turn. Clank. Okay, clank. Just have to remember that in case this is the open space. And I always go the same way through this same gross room. Could go through the other room because it's better. Yeah, I did it. I made it a full half turn. Skipped that place over there. Now I'm over here. Got these things right here. Let's look at our photo album. So the first one is sort of the upside down horseshoe, followed by triangle, rectangle, triangle. Oops, hit the wrong button. The next one is like the sun over mountains and a hemisphere. So, upside down horseshoe. Triangle, rectangle, triangle. It's actually a hemicircle, a semicircle, whatever. Anyway, sun over the mountains. Worked fine. Here's our handy dandy stairs, and there's our book. Seems to take forever, doesn't it? All right, so here we are. We're back. I am going to just leave these pages here. And by the way, let's just grab this book. Notice how it's got the fireplace there? You turn the page, it's on page 1. That's going to be important. Let's see what this is called. This book here has no writing on it. It's the 5th book. I'm going to save putting those pages in until the next episode, which I will be creating right now after starting a new stream.